wonderful book fairies. It's your girl Kiara, and if I sound crazy, I'm sick right now with a freakish cold, but it's okay. I have the makeup on, so you can't tell, but secretly under all this makeup, I am suffering. um, yeah, today we're going to talk about my August, what I've read in August. I know I'm a couple weeks late about it, but honestly, I don't care. So, yeah. Also, if I look at the TV, I am currently watching a College America football game. I'm rooting for my Iowa Hawkeyes. They are a college team here in Iowa, and it is against Iowa State. So, yeah, I am rooting for that team, for Iowa at least, and so if I keep looking that, yeah, I'm watching the game on my TV in my room, so yeah, and I will update you right here when this video uploads who won. So I'm hoping it's not, guys. So yeah, anyways, like I said, we're going to talk about my August, what I read in August, and yeah, so if you're new, make sure you subscribe, you like this video, and yeah, so let's get comfy, let's get cozy, and get a drink, and we'll get started. The first book that I read in August is Liz Braswell, Once Upon a Dream. It's the Disney series, Twisted Tale series by Disney, that authors write it and then Disney publishes it. So I read that on the 1st of August, and I ended that on the 4th of August. I gave it a 3-star because it was good. Would I recommend it? Depends on how you are. Depends on the mood. But it was okay, but I won't reread it again, and I am unhauling it. Actually, it is in my mom's car to get donated or sold. So, yeah, like I said, I gave it a 3-star. Next is Killer Instinct, book number 2 of the Natural series. I read that on the 4th of August, and I finished it on the 6th of August. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was really good. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I think she may be my new comfort author. I loved it. It was really good. It really captured you. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it really captured you, and I really wanted more of that. But I did give it a 4 out of 5, and I just loved it. Honestly, I just loved it. Next is All In, book number 3 of the Natural series. I read that on the 7th of August, and I finished it on the 10th of August. So, 3 days worth. I loved it. I'm just going to tell you where the setting is. It's in Vegas. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. I think it was better than the second one, but it was so good. It just really captured me. And I know the series is based in DC, but I loved how they finally went out of DC, Washington, DC. But it was creepy, and it was really good. It was a really good murder mystery. And I just love those, because it's so good, like I said. Next is the final book in the series, is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the last one of the series. It was so good. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I started it on the 11th of August, and I finished it on the 14th. So it did take 3 days, because why not? I read books between 2 to 3 days. Maybe a day. Depends on how good the book is. It was so good, and it got me hooked. The whole series really got me hooked. The whole series, and I was sad when I finished it. I was like, no, I don't want to finish it, but it was so good. It was so good. I honestly, 10 out of 10 for the Natural series, and I highly recommend it. Prom by Lori Halse Anderson. This is 215 pages. I started it on the 15th of August and I finished it on the 15th of August. No. I gave it a 1 star, and I was just being generous, because if I can give a book any 0 stars, it would definitely be this book. I don't recommend it. It was boring. I didn't get the plot, because the chapters were so weird. I really didn't get it. It was, like, probably a waste of my time, if I was being completely honest. It was boring. I just don't get it. So, obviously, I don't recommend it. Like I said, it was a 1 out of 5 stars. And that's just being generous, because if I could give a 0, that book would definitely be a 0. Next is, so this is Christmas by Tracy Anderine. I loved it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I started it on the 16th of August, and I finished it on the 18th of August. And I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, like I said. It was so good. I think it was kind of better than the Dream Harbor series, the Pumpkin Spice books by Lori Gilmore, which, honestly, I love those books. Don't hate me on that. But it was good. I literally felt like I was in a Christmas Hallmark movie. It was, like, super good, and I loved it for sure. And I think y'all will too, because honestly, that book is a YA, but it was so cute. Next is Dear Evan Hansen by Val Emick. If you know the musical, then you know. I started it on the 19th of August, and I finished it on the 21st of August. I gave it a 4. But honestly, now that I'm looking back at it, a 3. It was good, I would say, but what was better, the musical or the book? Honestly, I'm going to say the musical, because the musical was a lot better, and I seen that when they were on tour, and it was so good. I'm going to give it a 3, because although I did say 4, it's a 3 star. So yeah, but I don't recommend watching the movie, because honestly, they should have done it a little bit better. Next is The Expectant Detectives by Kat Allies. Whatever. It's a duology series. I started on the 22nd, and I finished on the 24th of August, so yes. I gave it a 5 out of 5. It's a cozy mystery. I recommend it if you want to get into mystery, but you don't want to start with the gory all mystery thrillers. I would start with cozy mystery and then work your way up, because I worked on my when I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, it was all over the place, and I loved that book. Highly recommend that book, FYI. But The Expectant Detectives, it's so good. I gave it a 5 out of 5. It's super cozy, and if you don't want to get into, like, the gory stuff of murder mystery, just read cozy mystery books, and they're everywhere, okay? You don't see a lot of people talking about it, but honestly, I think, yeah, they're super good. Next is the sequel of the duology, The Tired by Kat Allies. I started it on the 25th of August, and I finished it on the 27th of August. I give it a 5 out of 5. And like, this one is also super cozy and comfy. So it's the sequel to, like I said, of the, oh my god, I can't think of it. Of the last book I was talking about, and it was super good. It's super cozy. Like I said, if you don't want to get into like the gory murder mystery stuff and everything, just read comfy, cozy books, and honestly, you'll get it gets a lot better. Next is The Accidental Pinup by Danielle Jackson. I started it on the 29th, and I finished it on the 29th of August, and I gave it a 4.75 stars. It was good. A lot of body positivity about it, and that's what I love about books, and preaching out to other people, and it was so good. Honestly, a little bit of spiciness on it, but it was super, super good, and honestly, I loved it, and the characters were adorable as well. Finally, the last book I read in August was Cinnamon Roll Murder, by Joanne Fluke. I started this on the 29th of August, and I finished it on the 30th of August, so that was the last book I've read of that month, and I gave it a 4.5, which honestly I loved. I did not know who unalived that person and everything until the ending, but here's the thing about this book. It's not just about murder and everything. There's also recipes in this book, and I think y'all should have it, and it's based in Minnesota, which honestly is above the state of Iowa, from which is where I am from. So I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, it was so good and really captured me in, and honestly, if I wasn't returning them back to the library right now, if they were my own, I would make some, but honestly, I can't, because I have to return them, because they're library books. Anyways, I hope you liked today's video, because I know I did. I love talking about books that I read this last month, although I am a week late. I should have been doing it last week or this week. Last week or the week before. But yeah. So anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and like, and tell me which book do you think you would actually read, if you would actually like go to a library or a bookstore and get one. Because honestly, if I would give you my opinion, I think y'all have to read The Natural Series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, because it was so good. Honestly, I love that woman. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes' writing. So, yeah. Anyways, bye, my wonderful little book fairy.